All right, y'all. So today we're going to be talking about the community reaction to just everything in Gekishin recently, the good and the bad. Today I'm joined by Cherry here. You may know Cherry as Dubai Labubu 67. Very unfortunately. Hi, Cherry. How's your
So
day?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing pretty good, you know.
That's awesome.
This video has been about a week in the making, funny enough. Not because it's like a really difficult video to make, but I wanted to make sure as many votes were in these polls as possible. So I asked both Twitter and YouTube, for those who had tried Gekishin Squadra, how often do they still play, if at all? And, you know, to leave any feedback in the replies. We actually do have a couple of replies, 58 comments here on the YouTube side, and what's it called, 16 here on the Twitter side. Funny enough, the YouTube side actually has 1.5k votes, basically 1.4k, right? And 728 votes on the Twitter side. Now I think, you know, YouTube, my Gekishin audience feels larger on YouTube than it does on, you know, Twitter, because I've been a Dokkan head on Twitter for years at this point. But what do you think about these results, honestly? So they are very similar to each other, right? About 30 to 35 to like 40% of people still play the game multiple days a week, out of the 2,000 votes basically. About 27/25% still play about weekly, 1 to 3 days a week. About 10% on both sides play when new characters drop, and then close to 25 to 28% of these voters ended up quitting or uninstalling the game, which is quite a large number, honestly.
It's what I expected, honestly. New Dragon Ball game, like, I think it was a balancing that like take people off.
Yeah,
You know,
I definitely do
yeah.
agree. I think sorry, when you were saying that I was drinking my coffee real quick, but I agree. Like I think the balancing early on,
Mhm.
especially when it came to the thing about Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right, is that if you were someone who played the game and like invested a lot of time into the game, you kind of like, he's obviously very annoying, but there's ways to work around him, and there's character strengths that you're able to use to your advantage. Like,
Mhm.
you know, for a time, a lot of us still did agree that Super Saiyan Goku was better than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, in hindsight, maybe he was still just always better. Um, and then in season two, especially with how they changed things, he's gone weaker than he was previously. And like, for example, this guy was always competitive. Mini Goku was always competitive. I mean, you could argue Piccolo post buffs was also, you know, in that realm of power, and even Kale. So I think that like when it came to season one, it's just that this guy was like definitely the easiest to use and the easiest to snipe kills with. So to most people, especially with his map movement, he was the most annoying character to face, right? I think that's very fair. And a lot of people did not like Gotenks actually, which I find
That's
very
very
interesting.
surprising, honestly. Like, I think Hit's the one should be yelling at. 'Cause
Yeah,
each time I
I
find
mean,
a Hit, he always just annoys me so much.
I know
His
people like
playstyle,
found Hit
everything.
annoying, but I heard people were so much more vocal about Gotenks, I
That's
feel like.
that's so interesting
But
to
I
me.
think that's because Hit might be a, like, I'm not gonna say Hit takes like so much skill or anything like that, but Hit is a character that does have a little bit of a skill curve, because if you're like starting off and you're like, you know, playing the game very casually, you might not know how to truly take advantage of Hit's invisibility, or, you know, if you're solo queuing, I feel like Hit's, you know, more of a rat character, and people might just not think about going to rat towers that way if you're just playing the game casually, right? Or how to use his ult before bosses. There's not like a lot of team coordination. Like, and I feel like Gotenks is a character where it's easier to kind of fight people one-on-one. And that may be why, like, you know, I mean, we're talking about the entire player base here, like C ranks, B ranks, A ranks, and S ranks, right? Not just the top of the top, which is what I usually focus on, honestly. Or even players that just consistently play the game, because again, a lot of these players play it, you know, maybe for the weekly update or when new characters drop only. About what, a third of the voters in here play the game basically, you know, very infrequently compared to probably a lot of us who are, you know, are just in the community like that. um so I don't know, let's take a look here and see what people are saying. Now keep in mind, a lot of these came in before the announcement of the star collection that's going to be updated, and the small updates like the hero memory and stuff like that. So some things may be like a little outdated, but let's see what people are saying. So I mean, Ziada's saying my ass is gone.
Yeah, I see it. I get it. I get
You
it.
see 5 likes right here as well. I play daily, but I have no internet in the new house, so that sucks. So I hope your internet's installed now. You're gonna quit if you fight Ultimate Gohan.
That's so real, dude. That's so real, bro.
What do you think about Ultimate Gohan, bro?
I think he's a playmaker, right? But his cooldowns are so low that it's so easy to like catch people off guard. Like 3 seconds for skill 2. Skill 2 is such a good tool. Just someone makes a mistake. Right, crap, skill 2, and you're just gone. Most of the time, you're just gone.
Yeah, because the thing is that if there is farm around you, you're able to switch place with that, right? Realistically, you're also able to switch place with like Zarbon and Dodoria. If like a Frieza's getting you caught in with his Zarbon, you just switch places with the Zarbon.
Don't forget
right?
the wall stun on this guy. He has a wall stun for some reason.
This guy, if he does hit someone onto a wall, he does stun them, which is really stupid. I think this guy is just doing a lot. Like again, you look at how much like we're moving into like I'm not gonna say like action power.
Show Krillin.
But,
I want to see how Krillin looks like compared to him.
I mean, let's take a look. I'm not necessarily gonna say Gekishin power creep because they can always buff Krillin whenever they want, but I mean, look at like the difference in how much
their thinking
the
is
skill
different right
does.
now.
Because again, when they designed this guy, like 3 years ago. Like the general idea of his kit, they designed like 3 years ago, or like a lot of these starter heroes, because this game has been in development for a while. Well, this guy is a character that was changed right before release. And for all we know, they could be working on a Krillin thing, but like, let's take a look at Vegeta comparison to, I don't know, Zamasu, for example. Like, look how much this skill 3 does. Even in comparison to like skill 1. Like, look how much this skill can do. Not only does it create a barrier and it pushes enemies back, it blocks energy wave attacks. You can move while it's there. You gain extra HP and immune to CC. You gain more HP the more HP you have, which sounds very funny. You can cancel it early if you want to. And if you cancel it early, you get a skill cooldown kind of restoration, right? So it's always going to be like benefiting you so that if you cancel it early, you don't get punished for it. Like it just does so much. And then you look at someone like Zamasu, like this is supposed to be his like pushback, like get out of jail card. Look at the difference, right? Like this is supposed to be what makes space between your team and the enemy, in the same vein that this is. Like it's just a difference in design philosophy, right? And at this point, Ultimate Gohan has like a different way of them thinking. They're like, the thing about these two guys is that like they're annoying, but it's because the rest of the cast, like I feel like Vegeta does exactly what a tank should do, but he does it so well that you can see the rest of the cast has flaws, while this guy kind of just doesn't have the same flaws as they do. Which, you know, you could say either way, like either they should be buffed, the rest of the cast, or this guy should be nerfed down to them. In my opinion, I think the rest of the cast should be buffed, and this guy should receive a slight nerf. Because I don't think that there should be such big disadvantages to certain things, to the extent that other heroes have, but I still think that this guy could be, like, this guy could make, at the same time, so many misplays, and still recover from it. And Ultimate Gohan can kind of do the same thing. I feel like he's not as much. I think as people like play against him more and more and, you know, kind of understand how to fight against him, like he's not going to be as annoying to many people, but he's still just, he could make so many good plays. I think this is actually
especially Skull 3. That flea is really annoying. I think that stupid flea.
Yeah, he just does so much. But I still think that there's ways you could play around him and pick other technicals like Hit and Gohan for different reasons. But not playing into Rose as a character, I think that's another thing that like should be considered, is that people will always come back to this game as long as, you know, we see it's improving, even if they don't come back instantly, because of the fact that there's so many characters in Dragon Ball they can still add. Like, talked about Rose there, but you know, Super Vegeta, Super Gogeta, like all these kind of fusion characters. Future Gohan, I think, is a character a lot of people will come back for, right?
Yeah.
Jerry will
Future
hop on
Gohan tank,
Future
baby.
Gohan.
Future
Exactly.
Gohan tank. This is for Gohan. My
Yeah.
bad. I got too excited.
It's just there's so many of these characters. Even like, I don't know. Let me bring up like the Dokkan page right here. Like a final form Frieza, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. We could see, you know, the Daima stuff being put into the game. We could see Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You know, Dragon Ball Super Broly stuff. Like Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku. Like there's
City is Super Saiyan Blue, you know?
You know,
haven't a blink yet.
we're only barely getting Broly in what, 2 weeks? On the 23rd, right? And we might
Yeah,
even get a
Christmas.
balance
Merry
pass next
Christmas.
week. Yeah,
Yep.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, right? So
Merry Christmas to Broly.
there's a lot. What's Gekishin? Aizen's asking what's Gekishin. Can you explain Gekishin for me, man? I don't understand what the game is.
I don't know either.
Hmm.
I think it's like where hit just goes around the enemy team's back caps and gets rewarded for
Oh,
that.
I see.
Yeah.
I feel like the devs don't know what the game is either. That's mean. No,
I
they
mean,
do.
I believe it, dude. I believe it. Okay.
I don't know. It's interesting because I mean we've seen some of the like top used characters across different regions. In fact, tomorrow we have the EU tournament. I will be live for that on Twitch. It's actually in 24 hours. Funny enough, that
Oh,
the
wow.
finals for the EU tournament will happen, and we'll see like, you know, the top most win rate percentage teams and things like that. It'll be interesting to see because NA and Asia were pretty different. There was 3 Topo teams in NA, and then all the Asia teams had Frieza or Gotenks. So I will be interested to see what the EU team is looking like because I feel like each of these regions have like different metas, you know. Star grade changes seem to encourage less playstime. Luckily, it seems like there are, again, just completely removing that, but
Yeah.
don't have consistent time. Play it a few times a day. Got a few of your homies on it as well. The love and detail they give this game is fire. Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that could be appreciated more about this game is how good it looks, and I think how like accurate.
This game's an anomaly. I'm
Yeah.
actually like,
I think it looks like it somehow it
like Namek Goku's really accurate at the manga. That's like my favorite model so far.
Somehow it like I feel like the game in general, like I feel like that's why Vegeta looks weird because they're going for like a manga aesthetic for a lot of these characters. I feel like, and maybe CG didn't have a manga.
I think the render did him dirty. His face looks fine when he transforms.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair then. But like,
Yeah.
like how Namek Goku looks when he does a spirit bomb and that cut-ins, it just looks so manga accurate. I think they are like they somehow found a way to replicate like Akira Toriyama's style into the game. Like, look at this Super Saiyan Goku face, bro. It looks so good. It looks so good. I can't open it in a new tab. I don't know if it's small, but like it's gonna be like very pixelated. But this looks so fucking good. Oh my goodness, man. Looks really good. I think that's one of the things that, like, you know,
I'm so surprised. A MOBA game just this good graphics. That's so funny to me because you see that from a
Yeah.
top-down perspective. Like,
we'll read this one and then let's go to some YouTube replies as well. We'll kind of switch
All right.
back and forth. I don't play much anymore. Every time you find bots in your team or against you, and honestly the situation bores you, you hope it gets fixed soon as possible because characters are very strong and fun. The only issue is that like there's bots because of, I mean, realistically, there's not a lot of people on the game right now. A lot of people have been leaving the game. I mean, we could see in the results here, like if we look
28% is
at
crazy.
28% and then 24%. Now,
24
obviously,
here?
I'm not gonna act like my channel is like, you know, a general like overall look out of like the like honestly thousands and thousands of people who have played this game, if not like I wouldn't say hundreds of thousands, but like, you know, there's probably a lot of people who have played this game, to the point where, I mean, like, didn't it get like the 3 million downloads, right?
Yeah, it did. That's why we got Trunks.
So like, yeah, I mean, it could have been like hundreds of thousands of people on this game at like in between the point it released and now. So I'm not gonna act like this is like an accurate representation, but at the same time, I mean, we could probably say, based off of these results, if we scope out like 20 to 30% range of people might have actually quit or uninstalled since release. And if it's like closer to 30%, that is a lot of people. For all I know, it could be more, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people on the game that often, but you know, there's always the different servers, there's the different time zones. Let's see. You'll also pay more if they improve the performance / prevented games where desyncs happen. That is a big issue that they haven't really addressed, right?
Yeah,
The
they haven't.
desynking.
They
I
just like brush it off, honestly. It's
Yeah,
like, this doesn't exist.
I don't think they've ever addressed it because I mean, again, there's like the patch notes here, where they talk about minor bug fixes, timer hitting 0, like kind of kicking people out. Dev letter 4. There's like nothing about like the desync issue. I wonder if it's like I didn't mean to. Oh well, if you want to know what Gekishin was, I sent it.
4v14 battle. Wow.
It's a 4v14 battle. Yeah. I think that it's crazy that they didn't even address this yet, from what I'm understanding. So I really hope that there's a fix soon. They have to fix this as soon as possible, but like bare minimum before Broly comes out. Like,
imagine desync with a bro, he just stomps you across the fucking map. Like, bro.
Solo queue experience was just infinitely better. Oh, you want solo queue experience to be infinitely better. The only issue with this, as I was gonna get to this point, is again, they advertise this game as a, you know, of course it's a 4v14 battle, but the way that the game is advertised makes it seem like they want you to play with, with friends. Like, where's the trailer where like all the people are playing together? I don't know. Like, you know the trailer I'm talking about where they're like,
Yeah.
I feel like their aim for this game is, what the hell's this?
Get your friends and play together. That's it.
This is
like,
Heroes, right?
Solo queue
Yeah,
feels
okay.
like an afterthought, right? There's no
Yeah, I feel like they
basically.
they have solo queue just to have the solo queue option and put like, you know, very basic comms and things like that. And it's not like the worst comms in the world, but they could definitely be better. For sure. I mean, a lot of other MOBAs have like text chat, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I love voice chat, but knowing Bandai, that's probably not gonna happen.
No, I do not think that there will be voice chat in the game. I would expect at least text chat for a game like this. But yeah, I think that there is definitely ways that they can improve solo queue experience. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's at the top of their priority. Their intention with this game is to make it a casual, fun experience with friends, which is, I think, a really bad mindset to move into for mobile games like this. But that's like the mindset that they go for all of their different games for the most part. Like, at least, you know, like that's how it looks like they take with all their different Dragon Ball games. They kind of don't, like, initially when developing the game, they don't go in with like competitive like in mind, except for Fighters on release, obviously, because I think, I mean, if they went for Fighters as a casual game, that'd be very funny. And even then, that game still had the auto combo system, which, you know, they kind of still sprinkled that in there. Like, all these games feel like they're designed like baby's first X game, you know, like Breakers, like baby's first
Spark and Zero is also
survivor
game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it really is. Side rant, it's crazy that there's no pity for emotes. It should not take an average equivalent of $80 in
It's
gems
not 80.
to
I
change
wish it was
cosmetic.
80, bro. I wish it was 80.
Yeah, Cherry has.
I wish it was 80.
This guy went super deep into the Diamond Goku like emote.
Yep, and now with the Ultimate Gohan, I got the finisher 3 times in a row.
Awesome.
So
Aren't you
there
so
really
happy?
needs to be a pity.
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah.
I think what they could do, because they obviously don't want people to hoard items. Like they said that.
Just make a separate currency, like a
Yeah, I mean,
EX
I was gonna
tokens for
bring
just
up
that banner.
the Dokkan pity system, where there's
Yeah.
like green pity coins that you get when somebody on the banner, and then after the banner leaves, it converts to the normal coins. They could do the same thing where like they have like a special EX token, then after, where you could exchange for those emotes. Then after the banner leaves, they exchange to the same equivalent of normal EX tokens or something like that, right? Or you have the choice to exchange it yourself, because there are EX token things in the shop. But I think there's definitely like things that they could do to make the summoning experience better if they're gonna really push the gacha system in here.
Yep.
Which
with those
I
F capsules. Yep.
That's still another video I have to make, man.
Dude.
There's so many things to record. But yeah. But enough, you thought you'd play a couple of times a week, but you have been playing every day for the last 2 to 3 months. That's
awesome.
That's awesome. Honestly, I'm glad you enjoyed the game. And honestly, as long as you're having fun, that's what really matters at the end of the day. They just want to bring an enjoyable experience. even if the new characters aren't balanced, you'll still play. It's just way too fun for you to quit. I mean,
That's a great mindset to have. That's awesome. Good stuff.
yeah. I mean, one thing that you could say is like, this. I mean, this sounds weird, but like, I feel like one issue with this game is that they act like ranked mode is the standard mode, which, you know, I guess it is, but I think it's dumb to throw people into ranked mode instantly and not talk about or mention that quick battle mode is an option, or where you like, I think quick battle should be the normal mode, that's standard, and then ranked should be the separate one. That's my personal opinion, just cause I feel like the game is, there's actually people who do play quick battle, but I feel like there's not a lot of people who realize that. And obviously, you know, when it comes to like playing against good teams, a lot of them are going to be in ranked anyways. But if you want like a more kind of just fun, just like playing for fun, like time in the game, quick battle is actually not the worst thing. Now there's going to be more bots in quick battle than in ranked mode, but still.
Don't forget Finders Keepers game mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Finders Keepers.
Oh, this is a reaction. No one's on that.
Yeah.
This is a reaction to the update that they're talking about with the Star Collection. Every day, but the balancing is unfair. As long as I keep Deborah feeling like an S tier, I'll play. Petrification feels great. No more Deborah nuffs. Well,
Awesome to hear that.
that's great for you, man.
Don't say
I'm glad.
anything.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you're
thank
having
you.
fun. I'm glad you're having fun. A couple matches daily, solo queue. So a lot of people in the comments are actually playing every day. You know, every day, every day, every day. Star system needs to change.
Yep. And they changed the star system, or they're going to soon, so that's awesome.
Yeah. You will say it doesn't feel quite as fun as it did during season 0 and early season 1, but that's mainly because people are playing more competitive. You understand the gripes people have with Star Collection and whatnot, but you don't really care about it one way or the other personally. I mean, a lot of people might not just be invested into the game enough to care, right? You play every... Oh, we already read this one, yeah. I even started uploading it. You know, let's see. What is your uploads looking like? Let's take a look here. Gamma is a mobile player. Look at that.
Hell yeah, let's go mobile
No,
players
no,
playing gammas. I respect it. Good stuff.
I support people who create content on the game no matter what. Goat.
Yeah, you're fake as fuck. Not even a like. That's crazy.
I could like the video.
Yeah, there you go.
Like literally, like
That's awesome.
if you are passionate about this, Gekishin is a game that you could start making content on, and if you're consistent with it and bring like interesting, like you just gotta be unique with what you're doing. But the game's still very early on, and then like, you know, if you have like a dedicated, like not necessarily formula, but something that people will come to your channel for, then when things like Super Vegeta or Super Gogeta drop, you know, I bring up those fusion characters, but like those are the characters that people are gonna come into the game for, right? You know, I'm not gonna talk about like, I don't know, Topo. I'll keep the video.
Dude, poor
thing
Topo.
right
Topo was
there,
like
too.
what? What was the win rate? I know it was like super low. It's so fun.
I mean, his pick rate was like
Poor guy.
0.8%. Definitely feeling like this one has 19 likes. Wow. Feeling less like playing Squadra concerning the bad handling Star Collection new character balance, despite you paying for the new characters as well. So this person is someone who pays for the characters. I wonder if I can sort by top right here.
It already is sorted by top.
Okay, let's see the newest comments here. Bot and brain dead teammates who have loud music earphones on. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. He got through it. Oh, what the fuck happened? This is why we need text chat. You need to use your words to communicate with your teammates, but you can't do that with fucking stamps or pings. So this happens.
But still playing that game almost every day, 5 days at best.
I'm glad that experience did not deter you away. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy shit.
Bro, I'm so upset. Oh no. Let's see if there's anything else here. Since the beta, you got stuck with this game. You play every day. So I feel like a lot of people are saying here that they're still playing. You know, at least the people... Because the thing is that there's always going to be the quiet, like, kind of people who just are voting but don't have anything to say about the game. And that's because they're not invested. They're just like, yeah, oh yeah, I tried Gekishin.
Yeah, they tried it, but like, it's not my game, you
so
know?
they don't
Is that
have
what you mean?
Yeah, they just don't really have anything to say for the most part. And the only people who have stuff to say are people who are either just like, who do really care about the game or like invested some time into it. A lot of people might have just tried the game and just are like, yeah, it's not for me, or you know, I just didn't have fun with it due to X aspect. But like at this point, they're not invested enough into it to really care. You know, just like they just see it and it's like easier to click a button than type a comment, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say. I just thought it would be an interesting topic to kind of bring up here. How, you know, a lot of the things that people aren't liking about the game seem very streamlined at this point because they have made a lot of really good changes. And I think there's people like, you know, I saw a lot of people talk about like, you know, how many people are on the game right now. And obviously it is very, very true that a lot of people are just kind of, how to explain it, on I forgot the word I was gonna use. Like a lot of people are like we're looking at like the Steam charts and things like that. And I might put that in the thumbnail just because it's funny, like a frowning face Super Saiyan Goku
Oh
with the Steam
yeah.
charts sound like our players leaving, you know. And I wanted to see like how people are feeling from like a more casual standpoint. Quit the game after Topo. From what you saw in season 2, you're not coming back. There's no way free-to-play player could enjoy the new characters. The game is so fun but greedy with their characters. My notebook keeps crashing, right? Like there's tons of different options. I mean, wasn't there a mobile issue like you said where like a Frieza player who placed down Zarbon, like their game
He just
crashed every
kept
time?
crashing. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
that was the thing in the feedback. It's so funny. Poor guy.
And again, there's all the bots that are around there. I think that like a lot of these issues, like especially with bots and stuff, will be fixed as like the game continues to improve
Over time, yeah.
over time. It's not unfortunately something that can be fixed instantly, but the game has the luxury to take the time to fix these things and bring players back in, you know, when a character like, you know, Bardock drops or Rose Goku Black drops, right? A lot of people right now are just logging in, you know, even daily just to collect their free stuff and playing, you know, every other few days, right? So you're just not, yeah, someone right here came to the conclusion I'm not really
Yeah.
into MOBAs.
Maybe the new maps will like, if they make new maps, then maybe that'll get rid of the feeling of being.
And
repetitive.
again, I play with inexperienced, uncooperative teammates, or you have to go against Ultimate Gohan who's beating everyone's ass. Like,
Yeah.
there's a thing where
We're like in a weird spot right now because of the tournament, so they can't do any balance changes. So it's like really awkward right now. It's just been like this for a while.
yeah, exactly. It is very, very awkward. Where there's just no like
The
you said-
devs know, I'm pretty sure, but just they can't do anything because of the tournament.
And the unfortunate thing is that they want to do the tournaments on the weekend just to make sure that most people are able to actually compete. Because if they do it on like a Thursday, like a lot of people are not going to be free, but they're doing it on like a Saturday, Sunday. So a lot of people will actually be available during those times. And that's where it's like, okay, so they don't want to put a patch here or here, and there might not be a patch here. The last time we got one was it the 18th?
I think so.
I think
Whenever
they're
season 2 dropped.
They dropped, yeah, season 2 dropped on the 18th, 19th, and then Gohan came on the 2nd. Like an issue is that they dropped a patch here, they didn't do really anything here, so it's like we've gone 1, 2, 3, nearly a whole month worth without any changes to the game besides Ultimate Gohan releasing and like fixing like a bug with it or a bug or two. So like it's been very stagnant right now. But yeah, if one more motherfucker goes back to base, goes AFK and starts spamming comments.
Why do people do that? I never
don't-
understand those people.
I
Like,
don't
dude,
understand.
just
You play every day. You recently had a game where all your teammates surrendered and you're up 3-0 triple boss. Like, I think people also don't understand. Like,
that was probably an
obviously,
inside job. Their
it's-
friends are probably laughing
it
at
might
you.
have been an inside job. I think the thing is that I don't know really what to say about that. I think, you know, another thing I think that is an issue is that the report system kind of feels like, I don't know, I don't feel like the report system does anything. Like there's no statement on what they do to reported players or if they punish reported players like in any way at all. And like there's no verify like, oh, you know, we saw this player with, you know, a slur in their name was reported and we're letting you know that they've been banned or something like that. Like they're I like the fact that there's not something like that. Like a lot of these things, funny enough, Rivals is not a MOBA game, but a lot of these things that this game should have are stuff that Rivals has as a game. And I bring that up a lot, but I mean, it's just basic
makes
things
sense.
that I
They're
think a
both team
game should
games.
have. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are still both team games. And, you know, Dragon Ball is a very large IP as well. Like, obviously, I feel like a game like Marvel Rivals would just, I think, generally be more popular as like a kind of hero shooter game as compared to like a MOBA game, but at the same time, I think this game could become very popular if they put the right resources and fixes to it. So we'll see, but I don't know if there's anything you wanted to highlight, Terry, from here, and like in terms of the results of these polls or anything like that.
Oh no, I mean it's expected. This happens a lot with like every game that comes out. Like once, like one season, and then like near like 24% just don't play. Yeah, that's pretty normal.
I think
so nothing to freak about right now. If it's like 50%, then you gotta freak out.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I feel like it's like when you look at it, and even I said it earlier in the video, I was like, it feels like a big
just
number,
growing
like
pains.
30%. But
yeah,
a lot of people are going to be trying the game and they're just not liking what the game is. A lot of people, are going to be not like a lot of people will not like a game on release, but then like 5, 6, 7 months later they try it again. They're like, oh, they made a lot of good changes. Now, one of the thing I hated about the game, or it's fixed. Like, I'm telling you, Eric, I'm sure a lot of people were turned away by Error Code Zero, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If the meta is in a good spot in like 7 months, there's no game crashes like as consistently as there was on release. Someone comes back, their favorite character is released, and they're like, hey, I'm having fun. That's awesome. And then they just have fun, I think and stay in the game, right? Like, we'll see what they do. I'm not really scared about
this
like
is still season 2, by the way.
Yeah, this is literally just season 2.
Keep complaining. Keep suggesting everything.
I would say bare minimum like 1 year. The game is. I'm sure they have like their anniversary and stuff like that, like kind of generally thought out. Like, I mean, we saw Breakers as a game that lasted for like 3-4 years. I mean, it's still like you could hop on Breakers right now. I'm not gonna say
you can actually get matches. No, yeah,
you can actually get matches.
Still can get matches. Yep, I was playing Breakers yesterday. I was pretty surprised. I was like, what?
Good for you, Iron. But no, I mean, so you can see that again. People are gonna doom post about a game dying or anything like that, but it should be okay. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all for watching. Check out Cherry. You can subscribe to Cherry as well, and see you guys next time.
Yep.